control that serve. She only passes when she's in the front row. Back row, she also comes out.
Hooker off the tape. Glass looking for Brown.
Watch out for Hooker.
Here she comes. Onto the back. Dug up by Glass.
Not a great set to Hodge. Could go right back to Hooker.
Instead, it's Roberson. Dorton. The Texas block has been very strong so far. Coker looking for Engel. Tried to tip. Hodge. Glass. Dorton. No.
Hooker was calling for it.
Long on the swing from Roberson. Point Penn State.
That's Roberson's second or third error. She, again, very inexperienced in these situations. When you have a player like Hooker calling for it, I think as a setter, you want to give her those opportunities.
Derrico, tremendous setter. Net violation. Point Penn State. And here's a look at Russ Rose, who in the national semifinals picked up his 1,000th career win. And it is the third most all time.
And he's questioning the referee. The referee's actually called double net for a play over. They said 2 players, 1 for each team, netted at the exact same time. So Derrico gets to go back to the line. She didn't hit that last one very hard, but we saw her come out on fire against Cal a week ago in the regional final. Let's see if she puts a little more mustard on this one.
Melissa Derrico, the junior from Byron, New York, had 5 aces in that Cal match in the regional semi. She's got the most on the Penn State team.
Well, she goes to the jump float and gets a better result.
On the point replay from just a moment ago, Glass to Dorton got the kill.
This time Dorton getting a nice step close and hitting it inside the block. That would, every kill she gets is really gravy. The main 3 for Penn State. Megan Hodge, Ariel Wilson, and Blair Brown have been carrying the offensive load.
Engel gets the kill for Coach Jarrett Elliott in his 9th season, his first time in the title match. Brought in that terrific senior class, called Ashley Engel a real program changer when she arrived with Destiny Hooker and their libero, Heather Kistner.
She was talking about what a relentless recruiter he was with her, trying to lure her away from Southern California and really help that program get going.
Wilson gets the stuff, and we are deadlocked at 19.
And that time what Ariel Wilson did was she just decided, I'm going to stop the quick. I'm going to take myself out of the play. We call that commit blocking. Let's see if she goes again. Nope, she doesn't. Gets a 2-person block up. Another very tentative shot from Blair Brown. Not getting good swings so far.
The pass now to Glass. Wilson, nothing tentative about that. And Penn State jumps on top.
Watch how fast Wilson is, getting off to the 10-foot line and then back up and swinging.
3rd kill for Wilson. Penn State by 1 in the 1st. The NCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship is presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Penn State 20, Texas 19. We're going to 25 after win by 2 in the opening set of our final. Undefeated Penn State, once beaten Texas. They've been the top 2 teams all year long. This is Ashley Engel. Hodge with the pass to Glass and able to push it off the block. Penn State now up 21-19.
Glass is so effective with that right hand. If there's a blocker in front of her, she just hits it off the hands out of bounds. And if there's not, she pushes it to the deep corner.
4 straight points for the Nittany Lions. The back set to Engel. Sent back. Penn State, the top blocking team in the nation, gets another point.
Well, the play didn't start the way they wanted it to. They do not want any serves going at Kistner, number 19 on your screen there in the black, the different colored jersey. They want to keep it on other players who are not nearly as good controlling the serve, but they still get the block.
The Nittany Lions on top, led by their senior All-American and National Player of the Year. Let's get to know Megan Hodge.
Hi, my name is Megan Hodge, senior outside hitter from Penn State. This is my third appearance in the NCAA semifinals. My two favorite TV shows are True Blood and Glee. Over the holidays, I'm going to Las Vegas to celebrate the Widget and Miss Ariel's 21st birthdays. My favorite place to visit is Brazil. Last time I was there was in May 2009 with my Penn State teammates.
Hodge, the 6'3" senior from Durham, North Carolina, the daughter of two volleyball players. She used to track them around and spend an awful lot of time in the gym, and had a chance to talk with her dad before the match. There's Michael and Carmen. He said until about the age of 12, her favorite saying was, "I'm never going to be playing volleyball like you two do." And into the teen years, she said, "You know what, I think it's time to give this a try." And boy, are they happy that she decided to do that at Penn State.
Her coach says she does more things that he's never seen any other player do in 31 years of coaching. An absolutely phenomenal talent who has a very bright future ahead of her, playing for the USA team, maybe the Olympics in London, and certainly professionally overseas.
He was fondly recalling with tears in his eyes before the match that first day in an August afternoon 4 years ago when he dropped his daughter off on campus. Said we were driving across campus and she spotted some of her teammates walking, and he said, "Dad, stop the van, I want to get out." He had to unload everything in the room. She wanted to go hang out with her teammates.
Nobody wants to hang out with mom and dad. Like, get away, get away. I want to be with my teammates. Remember, it's been a 7-1 run since Texas did not serve or set Destiny Hooker out of the back row that one time. Oh, easy play for Blair Brown, just missed it. Now 7-2 run. But Texas really needs to get the ball to Destiny Hooker a lot, especially when she's in the back row.
Hooker 2 kills on 9 attempts so far in this first set. She and Hodge have been quiet in the kill category.
Very quiet, only 3 between them. Hodge right now hitting negative, and Hooker hitting only 125. Both of those players hit close to 400 this year. That's why they were the leading candidates for National Player of the Year.
Engel serves. Glass going to Wilson. Kept alive by Roberson.
Hooker.
The tip out of the back, got it.
And if you saw that time, number 7 for Penn State in the white, Ariel Wilson was not blocking and did nothing on defense. She has to pull off the net. She just left space, and that left the tip open for Destiny Hooker.
So Texas rattles off a couple in a row. They are back within 1. This is a team that was so heartbroken last year in the national semis. They were beating Stanford 2-0 and ended up dropping 3 straight, lost. And the preparation has been going on ever since that night in Omaha to get back here. And one of the visuals that Jared Elliott decided to use was to go break out the boxing gloves. He showed them the movie about Muhammad Ali, When We Were Kings, when he was an underdog in a fight against George Foreman. And he said, this is the kind of confidence, the kind of belief that you have in this team that Muhammad Ali had preparing for his fight.
And it's interesting because this team was almost undefeated, and yet they're taking the bunker mentality, the embattle, the team that's not getting any respect. A couple of more points against Iowa State earlier this season, and they too would be undefeated. But they have taken on that mentality since losing to Stanford from that 2-0 lead last year in the national semifinals.
And they also have, you saw there, the Hunter Lawrence jersey. He is the field goal kicker that got Texas a second chance with 1 second remaining in that Big 12 championship. That kept their title hopes alive. And Jared Elliott got the jersey from Mac Brown and brought it into the locker and said, hey, a second chance for Texas. They took advantage. We need to do the same with our second chance this year.
And in fact, as that football game was going on, Elliott sent a text to a few of his players saying, look, this is going to be a defining moment for him, and that's the moment we want to be in. They are now in that moment, and there's a jump serve to pull Texas even from Ashley Engel, who does not hit her serve that hard. Had some physical problems this year, but she's figuring this is the last match of her career. She's going to break it out. Almost another ace.
3 points in a row for Texas. Hodge Longhorns out of the back, rejected. The Longhorns 2 points away from the set.
Smart by the Longhorns to get 3 players up on that and slow Hodge down.
So Penn State trying to figure out how to stop the 4-0 run for Texas. And the Longhorn Athletic Department, such a close-knit group. We told you about Mac Brown and Hunter Lawrence in that Big 12 championship. And there is the kick with a second left on the clock, down by a couple. And the Longhorns win it. They will be playing January 7th on ABC in the BCS championship game against Alabama. And Mac Brown has actually been conversing back and forth with Coach Elliott. Here's the text he sent to Jarrett to share with the team yesterday.
And it's not that much of a David versus Goliath, these two teams being so head and shoulders. This is the match that all of the college volleyball world has been waiting for. But one of the nice things about Mac Brown is how supportive he is of other teams in his athletic department. He even sat down with one of Jarrett Elliott's recruits for 40 minutes one-on-one a year or so ago. He gives them a lot of time, helps them out.
And these are all the teams currently playing right now. Men's basketball, they knocked off the defending champs earlier today, beat North Carolina. Women's hoops is in the top 25, and their swimming and diving teams are both in the top 5 in the country. So it's a good time for Longhorn fans right now. And it'd be even better if they can grab this opening set. They're up 23-22.
Some big momentum swings. We had the 7-2 for Penn State, now the 4-0 scoring run for Texas.
We understand, too, some of the football coaches at Penn State have made the trip over from Orlando. They are in bowl preparations as well. Hooker, back row.
Coach Elliott really jumping up off the bench that time. Felt like it was a mishandled ball, but Destiny Hooker getting that first set point now for Texas.
They've got 2 of them right here. 5-0 run on the serve of Ashley Engel. Dorton, the freshman, no. Engel, the tip rolls. Hodge, back row off speed. No. Outstanding defense from Kistner. And Hooker ends the first set. The 2 seniors getting together. The 3rd senior serving it up. A 6-0 run to take the opener.
Destiny Hooker devastating from the back row. Penn State is going to have to get 3 blockers up. Too often that first set, they left the middle blocker all alone to stop her.
The 2-time defending champs are down a set in the national championship match. And they are on top 1-0. Let's take a look at the Coke Zero game track.
Well, one of the big stats, of course, is the hitting errors of Texas, but that didn't hurt them enough. Just look at that top number. Only 11 kills for Penn State. They average about 15 per set.
Destiny Hooker leading the way for Texas with 5 kills. She hit .333.
And she was serving tough, too. But watch this next one. Number 7, all alone, blocking for Penn State. Those outside blockers cannot leave Hooker alone. And then when they do help, the wing diggers in the backcourt have to help out with tips like that. Otherwise, it's going to be a very quick night for Penn State. The comparison here, you see Hooker hitting .333. Megan Hodge only 1 kill, but 3 errors. You subtract the 3 from the 1, that's -2 divided by her total of 8 is -250. Way